Dear students, today we see the remaining part of the pheromones, the role of pheromones in reproductive behavior. Now, regarding this, now we see the pheromones in aggressive behavior. So, here the pheromones mediate aggression in a number of mammalian species. Aggression means to attack, like that. So, several studies under semi-natural environment indicates that odors elicit or suppress aggressive interactions. Now, odors provide clues to attack or fight for male mice during the paired encounter sniff one another. Then the olfaction effects aggression is proved by the studies where the olfactory bulbectomy abolished aggressiveness. And here the effect was not found as endocrine dependent event as testosterone propionate injections to bulboctomized mice failed to restore the aggression. So here the meaning is that there is some role of pheromones in the aggression of the aggressive behavior in the animals. Now the pheromones appear to mediate between the hormone and aggression to bring an aggressive behavior indicate sequence are involved. So here this aggression is of the different kinds and also it possible that aggression is absent in the context but may be present in other. Then pheromones in reproduction. Actually pheromones have strong influence on sexual function via modulating ovarian activity. The effect is indirect. So naturally, see, pheromones are not the hormones. It is different chemical in the bodies. But the effect of these pheromones is indirect as the action of pheromones is affected on the ovarian secretions through endocrine regulating mechanism. Now, what pheromones do? Pheromones influence secretion and release of ovarian hormone. Okay, release of ovarian hormone, which in turn influence the sexual behavior. So it is indirect effect. Means pheromones affect the ovary secrete the hormone, and that hormone influence the sexual behavior. Now, the effect of pheromones on sexual reproduction, however, can be observed during many stages of reproductive activity. Some principal stages on which phenomenal influence is conspicuous. For example, in puberty. See, this is most important. In puberty, interrelationship of pheromones and sexual functions through hormones have been clearly established in recent years. A female mice attains puberty some 20 days earlier in company of an adult male than if reared among females. See the effect. So naturally the pheromones from the male mice affect the females. So they get earlier puberty when they are in the male group. Okay. Similarly, vaginal opening in females occurs earlier if present in colony of mixed sex groups than in all females groups. See, this is the second effect. Interestingly, the olfactory cues emitting from both the adult male and female members suppress the sexual maturation in young of opposite sex. So, pheromones interact with the hormones to bring out an effect on puberty, and for instance, pheromones from male mouse also facilitate gonadotropin induced ovulation in juvenile female mice. So, when in summary, if we see the pheromones from the male is sensed by the female mouse, and this sense make their effect in the body of the female mice, and they become early puberties occur in ovarian cyclicity. So now in ovarian cycle there is a effect. What is this actually? The pheromones are very important in the maintenance of the ovarian cyclicity in females. Role of primer pheromones in reproductive cyclicity has been well established in all species of mice, deer mice, voles, guinea pigs, hamsters, etc. So here it can be observed by Witten in 1966, Witten and Watson in 1970, that there is a action of pheromones in the ovarian cyclicity. What they do actually, they prove this by doing the experiment. Just I am telling one experiment. Observe that Witten introduction of male or his excretion into the cage containing pseudopregnant or anostrous female mice causes initiation of synchronized estrus cycle with the peak of estrus during third night of introduction. So this is actually type of initiation and synchronization of the estrus activity. Now here it can be summarized that so this type of initiation and synchronization of estrus activity in acyclic female has been called as Witten effect. The male pheromones, including estrus, are found in the urine of adult male, and its production is androgen dependent. And artificial scents like oil of wintergreen mask estrus inducing ability of male mice. So this is actually a change in the estrus cycle is done by the presence of or by the urine of the adult male. So naturally they have pheromones, and because of pheromones there is a effect in the estrus cycle of the female mice or in the puberty. Now this is all about the mice laboratory experiment. But besides laboratory mice, the Witten effect has also been studied in some other mammalian species like deer mouse, field mouse, prairie vole, desert pocket mouse, etc. Because they are mammal. Then pheromones in pregnancy. So this is very very important. Now here this is the last point in this. Pheromones are involved in gestational process in mammals. Bruce in 1959 found that the 80% of the newly inseminated female mice pregnancy was blocked if they were exposed to a strange male or odor of strange male. Now here we have to block the pregnancy. The female is in which pregnancy has been blocked return to regular cycling if mated with a second familiar male and pregnancy occurs. And this phenomenon has been termed as Bruce effect. That the pregnancy block effect or Bruce effect is because of the pheromonal action, and that this pheromone is present in urine of adult males has been demonstrated in several studies. See how the direct effect of these pheromones is occur in the pregnancy in the mice. So in the same way, we have to see in the adult human being. Adult human ovarian cycle also has a distinct pheromonal dependency. The menstrual in woman has a progesterone dependent odor. Listen very carefully. That woman has a progesterone dependent odor which is sensed by police dogs. That pheromones. A rhythmic volatile fatty acid concentration in menstrual cycle stages with a peak at ovulatory period has been recorded. And further women students, those living in frequent proximity of males, have prompt and shorter cycles. However, olfactory communications in human beings remain always below the threshold of consciousness, and this could be the reason of their failure of having the distinctive effect. See, same with the mice as we did in the mice experiment also. What is that? The women students, those living in frequent proximity of males, have prompt and shorter cycles. So, this is the effect of pheromones from the male on the female and ultimately on the ovarian cycles. So, it is obvious that pheromonal effect on the reproductive function are brought about by the priming pheromones, and a summary diagram is given below to make one understand the effect of priming pheromones as they have on house mouse. Actually, here the sender is male, pheromonal source is urine, and receiver is the the female, juvenile, adult, and pregnant. So in juvenile, what happened? Puberty acceleration is there. In adult, estrus synchronization, and in pregnant, pregnancy block, and estrus initiation. So only this is because of pheromone. In suppose sender is female, source is soiled bedding. Here, the what happened? Juvenile puberty inhibition, female to female, and adult estrus inhibition is there. So, opposite sex pheromones do the large activity. For example, if the females are living in proximity of the males, their estrus cycles are short. This is the direct effect. If suppose female is there, the pregnancy blockage is occur, and again initiation is there. So this is the effect of pheromones on the pregnancy. So this is very interesting. You have to read this topic. This is very subjective topic and very interesting. So here we finish the our fourth unit. Okay, thank you.